How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews back with a little bit of homage to The Office in the form of... Let's open it now. We never do that first. It's Prison Mike. Prison Mike from Magic City Brewing. Yeah, never heard of these guys before. It is a Vic Secret Citra. Tried to combine those two with my words. Idaho 7 Double Hazy IPA. Yeah, this comes courtesy of my boy Jared. He sent me off a bunch of Ohio area-based goodness. Hopeful goodness. We'll see what's what. They're out of Akron. And it's probably one of my more favorite labels I've seen as of late because it's Prison Mike from The Office. Who doesn't like that kind of shit? So, yeah. Good on you guys for ripping out IP and making it work for you. I don't actually care about that shit. I thought it'd be funny to say. Anyway, yeah. Looks like a big old hazy. Just over an index finger. An off-white, infinite creamy head. Crumbly kind of top to it that makes it look like it's a cloud rising above all things. Beautiful. And, ooh, burp. And it's got that rich kind of semi-opaque kind of cataract-y edge, kind of like it has lactose in it kind of vibe going for it. So it looks delectable. It looks soft. The word I'm looking here is soft. Let's get a nose. It's a weird thing going on here. Okay. It's all this rindy, pithy kind of citrus mixed with a little bit of kind of like mango skin. Not mango, but mango skin. But there's a soft, ashy component to it. I get this every now in beers where it smells like if someone put an, if you're at like a frat party or, college party, high school party, people smoke a bunch of cigarettes and then you're cleaning up at the end of the night and you get that cup full of cigarette ash and wet cigarette. You can get a whiff of that. I get that every now and then in beer, more specifically IPAs, and I'm getting a touch of that here. Now, I don't know what that is. Is that an off flavor that I just haven't really learned about, bothered to learn about? I have to look into that, but it has a soft ash component to it. I'm assuming it's a water thing, but outside of that it has that citrus thing, but it's really that subtle ash component that's really kind of keeping me from kind of digging into this nose. So soft, citrus, pulpy, rindiness, a little bit of soft mango skin, but outside of that, not much as far as bittering or sweetness, but that soft little ash component. Let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, it's there in the taste too. Not nearly as volumetric. Oh, there's a word for you. As it is in the nose, but it's there in the taste. I think after I take 2 or 3 sips, it's going to go away completely, but it's definitely there. It definitely has a bigger sweetness than I thought it was going to be based off of the nose. It's not overly sweet, but it's leaning in that direction. That pulpy, rindy citrus thing, definitely present in the taste. It's definitely leaning citrus, a combination of orange and grapefruit. But it's kind of teetering on the edge of like juice and pulp back and forth. Nice mouthfeel to it. It's a little bit just too herky-jerky for me, man. That ashy thing I'm getting on the nose and getting a little bit in the taste is off-putting from the get. So that kind of puts my kind of defenses up. And once I dive into it, it is really heavily sweet at the get. Dissipates pretty quickly. But then kind of falls off, and there's really not much to it. Kind of a bummer. I wanted to like this because I dug the label so much. And it's not a bad beer. It's just the combination of the way that kind of little ashy thing kind of comes off, and the way that sweetness is not, again, I can't stress it enough. It's not like the sweetest beer I ever had, but it's so much bigger than all the other components. So it's that kind of thing where it's like not ultra sweet, but everything else is smaller, so it comes off sweet. It's so much bigger than anything else. It just kind of leans in a couple different directions. I've spoke about this previously with a lot of beers. A lot of beers all get, and they'll have all the individual components that make up a really tasty beer, whether it be a stout or an IPA or whatever. But it lacks a cohesiveness. It lacks, all those parts aren't working together at all, kind of very individual. And that's kind of how this comes off here. And that I don't think the sweetness is too sweet, but it's just sweet. And it's not in combination with anything else. Same thing goes for the way the fruit kind of comes off from the hops. That ash component shouldn't be there whatsoever, but it's there for me. And mouth feels nice, but it seems like all individual pieces, not a team player, if you will. So, yeah, They can't all be hits. Let's put it that way. But I appreciate the opportunity to try. I actually have another Magic City beer, so we have a little bit of a road to redemption for these guys. So hopefully that one shows and proves a little bit better for me. But as far as this one goes, is it one of the better kind of double? We're in double land right now. Did I say the ABV, you guys? It's 8, right? 8% on a nose. I did not. Double IPAs I've had as of late, no. Just too kind of all over the place. Too little bit herky-jerky for me to kind of get all hot and bothered about. So, tis what it is. Value and availability, no idea. Jared, if you want to chime in, let us know what's what. And leave you with, if you like what we like this beer. I mean, if you like volume, like I said, it's not like the sweetness is the craziest sweetness you ever had, but each one of these individual pieces are very, very present. So if your major liking beer is just balls of the wall, 2x4 to the face volume, I could see you really digging this. But if you're susceptible to that subtle ashy thing, you have to do some research and really peg down what that is in beer. I've never really bothered to follow up on that, and that's bad on me. But if that's something that you're susceptible to, might not be your favorite beer. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers. If you want to check me out doing the social media stuff, Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of Haze goodness right now. And hope to see you next time. Cheers.